platform, and you have to search for in this table, right? This is my table. Okay. And now which column I want. If see the first column, he will be checking the product ID in first column, right? Based on that product ID, with respect to which platform we are using, it is showing in the second column, right? So I want the second column. I'm searching A5 in this table. After this table, when he found that particular product ID, with respect to that product ID, he want the platform, and platform is present at number 2, column number 2. Are you getting this part? And I want exact match. So this is how I got the eBay. Clear here?
Yes, it's clear now. Thank you.
So if you double click here, it will automatically fill the rest of the things. If you check for the Walmart, this particular product ID, and if you go here, Control F and Control V, find that particular thing, it is in the Walmart, right? So this is how you will get the platform. Understood this part? And now if you want to clean this sheet, see this particular product ID is not present in my platform wallet sheet. So I need to clean this sheet now. How I can clean this thing? There is a concept of if error. If this particular value is not present there, sorry, if this particular value not present there, then I don't want anything, or I can write for explain not present. Okay, you can refer as a no NP. And again, if I double click this, see it is converted into NP. You can write anything here, or not present or anything, whatever you want. So this is how you can clean the sheet. So this is how the if error is working. How if error work? So if error is something, if something is not found, then what you need, what do you want? The additional thing. Got the point? So this is what I need to explain. So many things here. Means there is concept of match index, which we need to use here, and they only give the 10 minutes. We need to give everything in the 10 minutes. If you are practice the Excel, this is not a hard problem. But if you are not aware with the functions, then this is very difficult problem for you. And if you check on the match index and then this part, it will be going to be very complicated. So this is how they want to clean the data. Okay. So I'm sharing the sheet with you. This is what they share with me. Okay. So right now, I thought that this is for Spotify, and Excel is not working in my laptop. I'm using the spreadsheet. So I'm not able to open this in the Excel, but I will explain what is exactly here. So here we have the IDs, okay? The Flipkart data and the customer name, the gender, the sentiment, whether they give this is what indirectly okay, we just read the first question, okay? So I need to check on this part as well because I'm referring this in first time. So the main goal of this project to uncover the insight into the Flipkart customer service operation. Okay, instead of reading the theoretical part, we can learn from the data directly. So these have the customer services related data. The particular customer reach out to the customer care, and there is one sentiment that whether they have positive sentiment for the connected with the means customer care, or negative sentiment, or the neutral sentiment. And then based on that, they give the CSAT score. CSAT score, nothing but the satisfaction score. Okay. If you go in customer care, they will share the rating, right? They want to add the good rating, right? So CSAT score is something indirectly getting from the 10 scale here, which is I am able to see here. If not, we need to read the theoretical doc, okay? But this is what the CSAT score is look like. It is something, it will give the review from the scale of 10. And then at what time the particular customer reach out to the customer, at what it must be present in the timestamp, but it is showing the date. Okay. So yeah, if you open this in the proper Excel, they might be show the timestamp. I'm not sure on that part, but yes, they show the in which date they order contact with the customer care. They might it must be present in the timestamp because we have the data in every company. We have the data in Uber. We have the sheet. If you order something, we have the requested time of the particular partner and the deliver time at which the product is delivered to the particular product, particular customer. So it must be present in the timestamp, not in the date. It is possibility that see why I'm explaining this thing. If you are calling to some customer care, you are calling on the same date, and it might be resolved in the same date. So how much time you connected with the customer care, we cannot calculate from the date. Are you getting this part? At what time the call is start, at what time the call is end. It is not calculated by using the date difference. It is calculating by using the minute difference between the two timestamps. So that's why it must be present in the timestamps. Are you getting this part? Okay. And then second is the reason. If you just assume this thing, just check on the practical thing. If you are doing, you there must be the reason of connecting with the stakeholder, means customer care, right? Yeah, if you go and call to the PNB bank or the any bank, they will only give the menu. Press one for this particular thing. Press two for the particular thing. And if it is not relevant to the particular reasons, they will they will give one option like others, right? Reach out to the customer care if you want to. If we are not, these reasons are not covered in your menus, then you need to reach out to the customer care. Yeah, the customer provider, right? So this is how the every system they know the what kind of the reason customers are facing. They create one bucket. They create whether this issue is coming from billing, this is coming from service, or this is coming from the payment. Okay. And if it is not coming from these three or four major tasks, there might be we can bifurcate one bucket for the others, right? The issue coming from the others reasons. Are you getting this part? In general, everywhere there is we are using this thing. If you are aware with the SQL, you are going to use the case and condition where you need to count how many customers are reaching out to you based on the billing related question, how many payment related question, and how many what are the different service related peoples. And there we can calculate one calculate field again. How many people are reaching out with the other reason? Are you getting this part? Are you able to face this kind of data from this particular thing? If I come with a request, I want to know how many customers are coming for the billing related question. Are you able to create one view for me? You can create one view like bar chart in x-axis. You can create four particular reason like billing, service, and payment, and one is other. And then you are just counting the number of the customers, count of the ID coming in the different reason. You are initially you are just going to create one pivot table, right? Are you getting this part? You are creating the pivot table. Are you aware with the pivot table first? Okay. So let me, if you learn about the pivot table, if I want add granular data, I can add a reason in the row and the count of ID in the values. It will give the count related to what are the billing question, right? The service outage and the payment. So can you create one insight from this data? Can you able to create this data? Get one insight from this, how many customers coming with the different reasons. Also, again, then there are the people are reaching out to the customer care with different channel, right? There might be you are directly using the chatbot, right? Or you directly call to the call centers, or you might be the mail, or you are reaching out to the customer by web. So they are very alternative methods. So you can again do the deep dive on this part, how the customer are reaching out to you based on which channel the people are mostly coming to the platform, customer care. Can you able to create one insight from this data? This is in general. This is you are going to work in practical everywhere. These are the scenarios. If you are in the Uber Eats, they will also create the same kind of matrix level details in the your main dash. If I want to create my any dashboard or any deep dive things, can I give the one scorecard like how many customers are coming in our platform? That is nothing but the count of distinct ID. Is it give the number of customers are reach out to the customer care? Can I calculate that thing? Just assume that thing. We have here ID. Can you identify how many customers are coming into customer care? Can we create one scorecard where it show how many customers are coming to a customer care weekly basis, monthly basis, and the yearly basis? That you can filter out, right? So you create one scorecard where the customer, how many customers coming in your platform, and now this scorecard you can filter out based on the monthly, weekly, and the yearly basis on, right? That will give the one story that this is how this number of customers are used to come in weekly, right? And weekly, how many customers are coming from the different reason. We can attach that particular filter for the every engagement matrices here. Are you able to face this kind of visualization in your mind? Are you aligned with me? This is what I'm thinking. You can come with your solution as well. Are you able to get the data? Initially, you need to understood what kind of work you need to work on. Means how's your data? You need to spend more time on the data, and the rest of the things are very easy. If you understood the data, you understood the context, then that's you have basic sense what kind of metrics will be the more useful for the stakeholders or the managers, right? Align with me? Any doubt till here? What we need to do here, they share this thing. They want to understand the business context and define the matrix. Okay, you need to come with a hypothesis. Like hypothesis means, suppose I'm just hypothesis this thing. If CSAT score is more, that directly proportional to my sentiment. Means what I mean. If CSAT score is more than 8, is it directly proportional to the my sentiment? Means I'm giving the good positive feedback. This is what my hypothesis. Now you need to come with the data analysis, do this data analysis, check your data is matching with your hypothesis or not. Are you able to get this point? Second hypothesis, I can just think on that part. Uh, Sentiment is directly proportional to the time taken by the customer care. If the customer care is taking too much time, my sentiment will be negative, right? In general, you just think on this part. If the customer care is taking too much time, you are going to frustrate, and ultimately you are giving the negative sentiment, right? So is it directly proportional? And now you create one hypothesis. Now you need to come with a solution, whether it is matching with your result or not. Your hypothesis is matching with your result. Every time is not possible that what you hypothesis is it aligned with what your output. Now, once you create one hypothesis, you need to analyze by using the Excel or you guys start with Excel, right? So you need to analyze this with the Excel. And once you get the data, now you need to conclude whether your hypothesis is right or wrong. If wrong, then why it is wrong. This is what how you need to do the deep dive. Any doubt till here? Take on the other part as well. Yeah, good. Yes, yes, yeah. I think that's what mentioned there. You need to identify those matrices. You need to define the hypothesis, and based on the hypothesis, you need to come with your result. Okay, whether it is matching with, and you need to conclude the any proper solution as well. Based on your data, is it matching or not? Then why it is not matching? You need to conclude that thing based on your what data is telling to you. I'm just randomly speaking this thing, but this is what you need to do this thing. But yeah, uh, right now I'm just explaining this thing because I'm not completely work on this part, but this is what how you need to proceed with your Flipkart analysis. In next tutorial class, I will explain. I will start from this. I will spend the 30 minutes so that we have the 100% clarity what exactly we need to work. Okay, but the point is you need to go in the same flow. But there is something on the CSAT part I need to discuss. But right now, uh, I am not brush up that thing, so I'm not want to share anything randomly stuff here. It might be wrong from my end. Okay, so in next class, even if our class will be in the something else, means might be on the some other parts, but we will be spend some 15-30 minutes on this part, and then we will moving to the next tutor class. Fine. But yeah, overall, you need to do these things. Means you need to create one hypothesis. Based on that hypothesis, you need to come with the data result, and you need to check whether your hypothesis is matching or not. Can you guys again tell me what kind of uh, visualization or what kind of hypothesis you are able to get from this particular data? There is one thing called as within SLA, response time within SLA. What means what exactly it means? Every customer care is if your issue related payment, there must be the one SLA time for that particular thing. That must be resolved within 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Okay. If that problem is solved within SLA, means that before the time, that means you are it is directly proportional to your sentiment, right? Or it directly proportional to your CSAT score,
Yes, yes.
right? You can take this hypothesis. Again, there are so many hypotheses. You can calculate the here is call duration. So basically, if you come with in Uber or any, I work on the 3-4 platforms. So most of the time they are not giving the direct call duration minutes. You need to calculate this thing. How you need to calculate? You will be getting the two timestamp, which is called as call timestamp and call over timestamp. And from that, you need to extract the difference between that two timestamp in a minute. And this is how you will get the call duration. Okay. Can you tell me which kind of metrics are you able to understood based on this call duration?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
This is what I'm thinking means you can also think on this data. Can you able to create any metrics based on the time? Are you
Average
able to
time
get?
to average time to
Yeah,
resolve issue. Something like that.
exactly. You can create one chart where you can take the average time as a reference time, right? What I mean, so, you can create one dotted line that average time is 20 minutes. Now you are checking with respect to billing. Okay, how you can check with respect to billing service and the payment and the other activities. What is average time of duration? Is it going my average call duration time, or it is below or a high with respect to my average time? Can you able to create this kind of visualization? Are you understood what I am want to present here? Okay, yeah. So Oh, yeah. So I'm explaining here, so it will be the easiest way. Okay. Uh, okay. SL is something. SL. Are you aware with SL? SL is something the time allotted for something. In general, it is related to that thing. Even if you go in different engagement in Uber, SLA means what? So there is concept of SLA of the table. So what it mean? Is it data present till that date or not? SLA here, what is exactly that mean? With respect to time, within SLA means with respect to that time, is it able to do that particular thing, resolve that particular solution? Okay. With within SLA, above SLA and below SLA. Within SLA is you are providing some range. If it is in between this range, that is fine for us. That is within SLA. Below SLA is different. Below SLA is that you are taking very less time. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So
So I have a one question. I mean, within
hmm,
SLA is 17 minutes and below SLA is 37 minutes. I'm not getting it. If you
no, no,
check.
no. Response time within SLA time, call duration time is again depend on the which kind of activities there. Means is it billing related, service related? You need to deep dive on
Okay.
this part. Whatever question you have. So this is what that random data. You need to
Okay.
create one hypothesis, do the analysis, conclude whether your hypothesis is matching with your result or not.
So do we
Are you
have
getting
average SLAs for every reason, for each reason?
average SLA for each reason? Yeah, you can do that thing. Means we have here a call center. If you check the call center, we have Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai,
Okay.
and Kolkata. Based on this, you can check how within SLA how many numbers of tickets are closed.
Or
Right?
based on reason, can we do that?
Yeah, you can do that. But come with the solution that might be helpful for the stakeholder. So there are so many metrics you can try to face from this data.
Mhm.
Think on those part, but work on the very important matrices. Okay. So what I want one chart is, if I take the average of this particular table, I will suppose I got it 20 minutes. Okay. 20 minutes is the average time, call duration time. Okay. And now I have billing question. Okay. Billing question, payment, and service, whatever be the any reason. So if it is taking 23, this is 19, and this is 30, can I create one x-axis where it show the billing, payment, and the service?
The
Y-axis
reason.
is a y-axis is a count indirectly this one 23, 19, and 20, and one y-axis dotted line which is showing the reference of average time, which is show me which payment service is above my average time, taking more time than the average time. This is very frequently people are using that chart. Are you getting that charts? I'm not able to visualize here if I have paint with me. Are you
It's a
getting that
line
part,
chart.
Miss? Yeah. You can add one bar charts and one is line chart as the average time, right?
Okay.
So this kind of matrix you need to work on this part. And just if you have any metrics in your mind, you can discuss with me. It's fine for me. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I can do with the hypothesis part. Do you have any idea on this part? Anything? Any suggestion?
Which part?
Any hypothesis you are able to face out from this data?
We have discussed na, like within SLA is directly proportional to the sentiment, and sentiment is again directly proportional to the CSAT score.
Yeah, you can go with this hypothesis. Again, are you able to other than this, are you able to get any kind of hypothesis or anything? So you got the concept, right? What we need to do, we need to identify the hypothesis. Based on hypothesis, we need to work on the result, whether it is matching or not. And just in next class, I will be explaining the CSAT about the more CSAT level things. Okay, so
Mhm.
CSAT is nothing but the customer satisfaction score. How it work? See, if I'm explaining very small, I'm not brushed that. Suppose from the scale of 10, the CSAT score is look like 8, 9, 4, 5. Okay. So can you calculate the CSAT percentage like this? Suppose the total CSAT score is 10. Okay. How we can calculate? Okay. 1 minus. Suppose my CSAT score is 9 and it is coming from 10, right? So it's 100. Okay. So what it mean? I have to check on this part, but this is something you need to face this CSAT score, and based on the CSAT score, you need to do the analysis. But yeah, I will tell this thing in the next class. I will spend 15 minutes on that part, and then you might be getting too much things there. But for now, this is something I'm getting this part on with respect to this data. And you know how to open the CSV file in Excel. You don't able to use directly open and go in Excel. There is one option in data, import the CSV file. Otherwise, you will be facing the problem. If anyone have the Excel, I'm sharing this sheet. They can download, and if they want to share, anyone want to share the screen? I don't have the Excel at my present laptop. Anyone have the Excel and want to dump that CSV file in their Excel? It will help you guys. Otherwise, there might be the possibility one or two people are import that particular CSV file and it will going the wrong way. Anyone want to share the screen and open the Excel? If not, I am assuming that you are able to face the data properly. Okay. So just a suggestion, you need to go in data in Excel. There is one data tab. In data tab, there is a import and export tab. Inside that, you need to import your CSV file, and then and only then you are getting the proper formatting uh, data. Otherwise, if you are directly open that CSV file to the Excel, there is data formatting issue will become. Even if you are able to see the numbers, it will be in the varchar. If you are even if you are able to see the timestamp, it is not in the timestamp. That kind of the issue you are going to face if you are using those directly the CSV file. And you know how to check the data type in Excel. Are you aware with data type, right? What do you mean by timestamp? What do you mean by string? What do you mean by date?
You're talking about qualitative or quantitative data?
No, I'm talking about the data types. It's a
The
simple data
string,
type. Is yeah,
boolean, and I
yes,
guess.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, all right.
So that's only problem if you are going to face if you are downloading the CSV file and you are not able to open that thing by using data and import option. You might be going and check the data if you select this particular column E and there is a data type might be present in somewhere. And if you check, even if it is number, it will show the not number. Okay. So this kind of issue might become if you directly open this scene in Excel. Okay. If I open in the Google Sheet, let me check is it able to open. But my suggestion is download this thing, go in Excel, dump the data, import the data. Don't directly use this. So this is what I want to say. If you go in format and the type, it is not a number, it is automatic. It is not a text, it will come something else. Okay. See, let's go check the format. It is automatic. So this is what I am want to discuss on this part. Any doubt till here? Spreadsheet, because you are able to share that spreadsheet within an organization and there is accessibility issue, right? They will not give the personal level of uh, management thing. They don't want to keep the Excel file in your laptop. Right? So if you are working on the MIS part, then there might be the possibility that you mostly work on the Excel. But if you are working as a BA and DA, you are mostly working on the spreadsheet. So there is no difference. There is very small difference there. But yes, if you are checking the Excel, compare the Excel and spreadsheet, the period table is something it look different in Excel. It look different. So I am creating here inside the period table. Okay, in new sheet, it look very easy in spreadsheet. You can add here what I want to explain at that time. Oh, I need to check the data. Reason. Okay, reason wise. I add the reason, and based on the reason, I want the how many customers are coming. So this is how the pivot table is working in the spreadsheet. But if you go in Excel, the syntax is same. Even if the concept is same, there is formatting issue are different. Okay, so very minor changes are there, and most of the companies are using the Excel spreadsheet. Got this part? But yeah, there is you can catch this thing within 1-2 days, bro. So work even if you work on the Excel, you are able to face the spreadsheet within a day. That's not a big deal. But whenever wherever I work on the spreadsheet because and that to have we are have the everything here. We can share only the access to the particular peoples only, right? And that is only related with your company email. If I share with here, this is my company one. I'm not able to share with anyone this thing, these sheets. Okay. So that's why people are prepared to be work on the spreadsheet, and they are easy to share, right? And easy to use as well. Any doubt? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. While sorry, while see, I am taking the too much help from the Gemini. Okay. In because this is not a simple Excel sheet I am working on. Very complicated data I am handling. So there you are not able to face every solution. This is very normal. VLOOKUP, match index are very easy concepts. These are a very easy concept which I'm working here, right? Uh, so sometimes you need to come with a different solution. Sometimes the requirement of stakeholder, they want some views like that only in the Excel. So you're not able to catch this thing. That time you need to take the help from the Gemini and ChatGPT. I'm taking that too much because ChatGPT are able to create so many complicated function, right? Inside the VLOOKUP, they can use again. See here, inside the VLOOKUP, they use the if error, right? Inside the if error, I want to use anything. They can add every condition inside the one formula. They will create one simple formula in very complicated level. Okay, and there might be the very conditions are coming in every question. So every time you need to use the proper prompt to ChatGPT and try to take the help from there. But for that, understood, and you need to understand that formula as well. For that, you need to learn the basic concept. That is basic formula you must know. Then and then only you are able to trace what is exactly the ChatGPT also doing, giving the solution to you. You are able to take the help. I'm used to take the help from the ChatGPT because my dashboards are very complicated in Excel. And this is not, I am not able to share those dashboard as well here, but I created so many complicated dashboard in Excel, in Tableau, and it is totally depend on your stakeholder. So many stakeholders are from the different thinking. So some stakeholder might be come and they share, they want something from work on the Excel. Someone want the dashboard should be complete in Tableau. Someone would, very flexible in Looker. Are you aware with the Looker, Google Studio or Power
Yes,
BI, right?
yes.
So, and there are so many things. You might be aware with the Power Pivot also. Pivot table is might be you are aware with, but there is concept of Power Pivot. You need to work on that part as well. So there are
Are you
so many
talking about
different things.
are you talking
Yes,
about
yes.
Power Query or something?
No, that is something is in the Power BI. I am talking about the
Okay.
Power Pivot.
Okay.
Inside the pivot table, there is one advanced concept as the Power Pivot. Okay. So you don't need to work on the very advanced level, but at least you must be know very basic things which are generally asking in the interviews. So in Excel, there are very specific topics. Uh, there are concept of left, right. They are checking the logical thinking, how you can work on this part. It's how you are logically able to crack something. Okay, search, find. I'm not share the question with you guys, right? I little bit confused last time. I explained these things in the next batch, so this is something different batch. So this is what the number of questions are asking from this topic. Then VLOOKUP, okay, match index, match index.
I am
Then
question.
there is
I have question.
sorry.
I have one question. I just might not be related to something that you are teaching right now, but yeah, actually, I want to know few methods like how you deal with the data cleaning, like how you approach that part. Because whenever I'm cleaning this part only, this particular data only, it is
Mhm.
very abrupted data. Like if you go along with the data, you will find names with some at the rate and a word like with and along
Mhm.
words like along with. Okay, so like if you see, you will find a very messy data. Okay,
Yes.
although I've cleaned all the data by myself,
Mhm.
but I still want to know how you guys approach this cleaning part because
Okay.
okay, so this is just 30,000 rows. Okay, and in future we
Mhm.
might face rows like 2 lakh rows and more than that. Okay, so we can't
Yes.
just find every data and clean it by itself. We can
Yeah.
use formulas. There are formulas, but how you guys do it? Please
Okay.
explain.
So in my case, what exactly we are doing? We are facing the data from the data book, not from the Excel. Okay. We have the data dump in the data books, and we are writing the query. Inside the query, if you are aware with the SQL, we are writing the case when condition. And if you want to refresh anything, and suppose your customer name is Khushbu, right? And it is in the lower form. So I am using in the SQL platform only. So I want something new customer name should be in the proper. I'm not using the formula in Excel here. Okay. So I'm using that thing in the what exactly I'm doing in the my SQL part. I'm facing the select. If I want to customer name, I am facing the proper customer name. Okay, as the new customer name. This is what the first thing is. And again, inside the proper, I can add. I don't want the at the rate and all those things. So for that, I took the help from the Chat GPT. I want one SQL code for that, and once I got the code, I dump that data in the Excel. This is what I'm used to do. Okay, there is no random source in Uber which I'm getting the data. They're very proper systematic sources from where we are getting the data. So yeah,
Yeah,
you might be facing this issue in the very startup company if you are loading data from some external sources. So that
yeah,
time
that
you need
is
to
that
clean the
is
data.
that is obviously like if you go in the companies, you'll find the at least the data in such manner. But yeah, I'm just asking the approach you guys follow. Okay, you said you use Chat GPT. That is okay. Yeah, that like we also try to take help from that. But if suppose there is no Chat GPT, and if suppose the device we are using that has some restrictions, we can't use Chat
Yes,
GPTs or
yes,
something.
yes.
Okay, there must be some approach. Like usually how I have learned this. Like first we find the missing values. Okay, and like that is
Yes,
known as null values in the SQL,
yes,
and then we
yes.
find anything duplicate so that we can remove if that is like repeated.
Yeah, yeah.
And like
So
okay,
that's what guys cover the SQL part. I mean, that's the primary first question every interviewer going to ask. How you identify the duplicates, right? How you will clean the data? If there is some data is not present, then what kind of data are you going to dump? Means what I mean here, the CSAT score is not present. In this case, I need to check on that part. But in general, what I am doing this thing, this data is missing here, right? CSAT score is not given by this particular customer level, right? If I take the average of this whole data CSAT score, it will give me the wrong information because every customer is not giving the CSAT score, right? And you are calculating the average. What do you mean by average? You are calculating, summing everything and dividing by the number of customer, and then you are getting the CSAT score, right? But that is wrong because for so many customers, there is zero value, right? That time you need to use a case and condition. If it is zero, then you want the average value there. This is how you need to work on that part. Means you need to identify which kind of value you need to dump there to do the analysis. Are you getting this part? And you need to clean based on the SQL or the you. If the data is very limited, you can work on the Excel as well. You can use a trim upper. You can remove the unnecessary spaces. You're going to learn this thing while learning on when you start with Excel and the SQL. We are focusing on that part as well.
yeah, okay,
But yes, but still, you are restricted with this something data. You are not able to use ChatGPT directly. But your prompt should be that much strong that you can cover all those unnecessary thing in your prompt, and it will give the solution to you. What I see, there is restriction in Uber as well. Okay, so what exactly I'm doing here? How I can calculate? I can write the a random table name with suppose I have iter timestamp, which is Uber coming from the time. Uber data. So I'm not writing the iter timestamp and I'm not writing the exact data. I'm writing just timestamp. Okay, Flipkart something. I'm just renaming anything in case of if someone is reaching out me the prompt or proxy things. So I'm not using the exact data. And once I copy paste this reference data, just exactly like this, I will create one duplicate data and just want a logic behind that. How I can do the changes there. That's depend on your how you give the prompt. Right, you can use that prompt in your personal mobile or personal laptop if you are restricted with ChatGPT. if you are not able to face the, directly use the your whole data in the Gemini or the ChatGPT then. Or sometime I directly take the snip and adding in the snapshot and they will share the logic.
Okay, but like if you're sitting in an interview, you can't directly say that okay, I'll use the chat GPT. Okay.
In interview, you are not able to, yes. But that's
Yeah,
why we are
that's
learning.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, okay. So I'm just explaining it again. Okay. Actually, like you are a proper data analyst who are working on large data scale. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, right now you're using ChatGPT. Okay, I get it, but there must be a way
It's
that
not
for this.
always I'm using, at a very difficult condition I am using.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is okay. Like AI is like built to help us. We should use that. Yeah, but before back then also when there was no chat GPT, we used to clean the data. We used to work with along
Yes.
like
Yes.
so many big data. So there was a approach. Like I know few people who has helped me with the data set who taught me like how you should approach. Like first go with the
Yes.
duplicates and go with the null values, and then after that
Yeah.
like arrange the data in single case either in proper upper or lower. Okay, and then when you are done with this, then sort it out and then find if there is any blank values and if there is any hashtag any values like which is not applicable. Like this is how
Exactly.
they have taught you to
Yes.
take
Yeah,
approach.
that's what those topics we are going to cover. That will be the next Excel
Okay.
class, where the people we are talking about how you are doing, how you are removing the duplicates, how you are adding some value if it is missing from there. How will use a trim if you are already trims. It will remove the unnecessary space from the names, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Okay.
you can rename the particular at the rate. You can use a formula. It will come with all the see. That's what I'm tell you. You can use all the formula inside one form. You can create one new customer column here, and you can put all the formula here. That's what I explain here. Sorry, here, right? This is what
Okay.
one formula I use here. You can use a trim if there is any specific uh, spaces are there. You can remove that string as well. There are so many things like you don't want to add the rate, so you want to remove that thing. So you need to think on the logic part how you can remove those things. So whatever the possible problems you are coming here, you need to identify and use those formulas. And we are going to discuss this in the Excel, as well as in the SQL as well. So SQL is a basic, very basic question which is interviewer mostly asked: how you can remove the duplicates. That's very famous question. Okay, as a freshers, they will going to ask that thing. So this is how you will be going to proceed. We'll discuss on this part. Don't worry.
Akash,
Along
I
with the
have a
project
question.
also. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very general question. I just want to know, I mean, you are going to teach us this Excel and data analytics part of this entire course. You are going to teach us
Yes.
only, right? So
Yes.
I just
Yes.
wanted to confirm, someone like me, I'm not very familiar with Excel, I'll tell you, because I've
Mhm.
majorly worked with other creative parts. I mean, like I have used Microsoft presentation and other things, but I'm not very
Yes.
familiar with Excel. So I just
Mhm.
want to know, I mean, honestly, are we going to learn Excel from scratch through this course, or do I have to look out for other resources where I
No,
can
no,
learn
no.
Excel?
I think everything is covered here, and they cover the very major topics. So you don't need to go anywhere else. And we have very limited topics in Excel. If you are able, I mean, you can go for the VBA and all those things. We don't want to work on the VBA parts. So that's what is something which we are not going to cover. But rather than that, we are covering everything. So I don't think you need to reach out to the other platform or anything. We will cover from the scratch, and we will start with the very basics also.
Okay, okay. I mean, from
So
from complete.
like VLOOKUP I took, it is come under the medium and the high level concept, but
Mhm.
we will make sure that it is start from the scratch, so that everyone can understood this part.
Okay, I mean, because I really want to know that how to approach Excel for doing data analytics. I mean, uh,
Yes, yes,
step by
got
step. I mean, how to, import the, like, I know how to import the data, but more like how to, see the data, how to work upon it, or I mean, what should be your thought process while, looking at the data, and what should be
it.
the first step to start working with the data. So I really don't know anything about it.
Yes, yes. We will going to discuss on those part because it is not started for you guys, right? It is
Yeah.
Excel is not started it, right? So
Yeah.
as per my, I know, I am just taking the tutor class which is explaining the concept regarding the Excel, or might be the interview question which is asked in the Excel. But that Excel will be taught by someone else, okay, in Saturday and Sunday. So they already cover the from the basics, and I will be teaching you guys the number of questions here, the interview questions, or might be the some application based project on an Excel, and that I will make sure that I will start from the scratch so that if anyone is new, they will be able to understood. Like I explained, VLOOKUP here, that is something if you are directly jump on that part, it will difficult. But if you break down the some particular problem in small chunks, it will be very easy part. So I'll try to implement those things.
Okay, all right.